Hey y'all, it's August. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket. As you can see by the title, we are doing a sit down video. We're going to be talking about what I'm nervous and excited about for college or before I move in to college. I'm so excited, y'all. I have a whole note on my phone of things that I want to talk about, but I cannot believe college is almost here. Like, that is so crazy. But in today's video, like I said, we're going to be so 100% real about what I'm excited about and what I'm nervous about. So first, you guys, I want to go over some basics. So I'm going to a 4-year university. I'm majoring in justice studies, criminal justice. Basically, I chose that major because I thought it was interesting, but I am thinking about changing my major to political science. So we'll see how that goes. And how I'm feeling so far, I think I have about 13 more days before move-in, and I have so many mixed emotions, you guys. I'm like happy, but then I'm sad, but then it's also like I'm excited, but then I'm super nervous. Like, I just have so many feelings, but that's kind of like the basics of my background, what I'm majoring in, and what I'm doing. So first thing, we're going to go through what I'm nervous about. Again, I have a whole list. So if you see me looking at my phone, that's why. The main thing is just being away from home and just the adjustment period. Now, I'm an only child, so I am very independent, but I think being away from my support system, my home, and going somewhere where they aren't is going to be so nerve-wracking, especially since I've pretty much lived in the same city my entire life. So I'm nervous about that. I would say I'm a little nervous about a roommate. I'm not too nervous because I absolutely love my roommate down. I think I'm just nervous about, like, I'm anxious that, like, I never want to make them uncomfortable. I never want to, like, make them feel, you know, a certain way. So I'm not too nervous about sharing a space. I'm just more so nervous about, like, making sure they're comfortable. I hope that makes sense. And then the next thing is workload. I'm a little nervous about the workload. Now, I did do dual enrollment my junior and senior year of high school, so I do already have an associate's degree, and I kind of have sort of an experience and a background working with real college professors, and it honestly wasn't too bad, but I am a little nervous to get back into school and just like the overall workload. And then for time management, though, like as far as my workload, I feel like I'm not too nervous about that. I think I've gotten time management down pack. Shout out to my mom for teaching me that so young and just constantly like drilling that skill into me, because I will say that's one of my strengths. But as far as the actual workload, instead of managing it, that's what I'm nervous about. I hope that makes sense. Another thing I'm super nervous about, you guys, is making new friends. I am so introverted, you guys. Like, I don't really know about making new friends. Like, and it's not even so much of like, will I find my people? Like, I want to find a group of people that I love, because I already have that. Like, I have my 2 best friends, I have my boyfriend. Like, that's pretty much enough for me. I was never someone who craved or like wanted to be in like a huge friend group anyway. But of course, you know, I do want to meet people. I do want to network. I do want to, you know, get to learn from other people's experiences and their perspectives and things like that. Especially since I do want to do something in law. I think that's something that would be really important. So I'm nervous. I'm nervous about that because I feel like I can be really awkward when meeting new people. So I'm definitely nervous about that. And then another thing I'm nervous about is getting involved, but also like not being overwhelmed. Like, I want to be involved in the community at my school. I think I'm just gonna struggle, or I'm nervous about finding a balance between being involved but also not being overwhelmed with being involved and schoolwork and all the other things that I might have going on as far as personal life goes. I do plan on being an RA and also having a job on campus, one of those two. Obviously, I wouldn't do both, but I do plan on being an RA, or at least applying to be an RA. So I'm a little nervous about how that will go. And then, okay, next thing, y'all, is it's not so much as safety on campus, but just sort of, again, being in a new city, like campus navigation, or like figuring out, like learning campus. I'm so nervous because is anyone else like me and you're just like obsessively checking Google Maps? I feel like I do that all the time. I will know my way somewhere and I will still check Google Maps to make sure I'm right. So I'm so nervous about that. My sense of direction is horrible. It's horrible. I literally sometimes don't know my left from my right. Like, it's so bad. So that's another thing that I'm nervous about. And that pretty much wraps up the list for what I'm nervous about. Now we're gonna go into what I'm excited for. Okay, guys, moving into what I'm excited for. The first thing I'm excited for is decorating my dorm. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you guys to see that vlog. I'm so excited to make the vlog. I'm excited to make the thumbnail. I'm excited to actually do it. Like, I am so excited for that and to just have a new space with a different vibe. Although I love this vibe of my room and it's honestly not that much different, but at the same time it is different and I'm excited. And then the next thing I'm excited for is seeing my roommate, y'all. My roommate is one of my good friends. We've been friends since, oh dude, wait, how old was I? Wait, y'all, math is not my strong suit. I think I was around 12 or 13 when we met, and we've honestly just been like mutuals since then. And we were friends then, and then we went to the same high school, and then we were friends then. So I'm so excited to see her, y'all. I was just texting her earlier and we were just talking about like dorm stuff in our hall and everything like that, because I did just make my move-in appointment. So I'm super excited to see her. I'm also excited for a fresh start. Not saying that I like need one, or that like I did stuff so bad, or like something went so wrong where it's like I just need to move and have a fresh start. But I think it will be exciting to, you know, just have a fresh start and just be somewhere different. Like I said, I've lived in this same city my entire life, so I'm excited to branch out a little bit, but at the same time I'm nervous for branching out a little bit, if that makes sense. And then the next thing is my classes. I picked classes that I'm honestly pretty interested in, and I'm pretty excited to learn more about those subjects. So I'm very excited for that. I think the class I'm most excited for would be my either sociology or my religions class. I am a Christian, but I think learning about different religions would be so cool, because that wasn't something offered to me throughout my academic career until now, and I'm so excited for that class. I'm very excited for sociology. I could have taken sociology in high school, and I planned to my junior year, but that was before I had got accepted into my program, my dual enrollment program. So I had that class at first, but then when I got into dual enrollment, it changed my entire schedule. And I was like, no, I was so sad, you guys, that I had to drop sociology, but I'm very excited to be taking it this upcoming school year. The next thing I'm excited for is campus events. Now, I'm not joining a fraternity. What, girl? Bye. I'm not joining a sorority. That's never really been my thing. But I am excited for like game days and just like different events that might be on campus and things like that. I'm not really a party person, so I'm not going to say you won't see me at a party. You just probably won't see me at a party very often. But I'm just excited for like the regulated campus events, not those type of events, because like I said, I'm not a people person. I'm very much a homebody, but I can definitely see my roommate forcing me to go somewhere. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm definitely excited for the different events on campus. And then the next thing is, I called it College Town Freedom, but basically just like learning more about the town that my college is in and just kind of exploring a little bit around there. I'm excited for that, but then I'm also nervous for that. The college that I'm going to around that area is very heavily, how do you say, very heavily conservative, very heavily yeah, just conservative. So I'm a little nervous about that. Obviously, being Black in a more conservative or more Republican area, however you would want to put that, I do have nervousness about that, of course, but I'm not gonna let that shame me or let that sort of bring me down. I am still excited to just explore the town more. And then the last thing I'm excited for, I paired these two together, but it's personal growth and then creative content. I think those will kind of go hand in hand with, as I'm growing, my content's going to get more creative. It's going to get more niche to me and what I want to create, and I'm so excited to create more content and college content for you guys. I am currently planning it out because I don't want it to be repetitive, because I remember in school I was doing pretty good videos, but like day to day, like my life was pretty much the same. Like I would do school, homework, and then I would go to work. So I'm currently just planning more creative content to make it more interesting for you guys. The next thing that I have in my notes are mindset shifts that I want to implement in college or when I get there. So the first thing is trying to stay present instead of spiraling. One thing about school, y'all, like I'm definitely someone who craves academic validation, like straight A student. If I get a B, I'll cry. Like that's just always been me. So I think trying to stay present in the moment instead of spiraling is going to be something that I will definitely need to do. The next thing is that accepting that nerves mean I care. That just more so means that like I get nervous, I get really bad test anxiety, or I'll get nervous in maybe social situations, but just remind myself that like, girl, it's okay to be nervous. Everyone's nervous. But that is the end of this video, you guys. I want to know, what are you nervous for and what are you excited for this upcoming school year? Make sure to stay tuned for my next and my upcoming back to school videos, y'all. I am working so hard to drop them every other day for you guys, or I post every 2 to 3 days, because sometimes I do need that extra day, whether that's to edit, to plan, or just simply to rest. But I am on it. I'm posting, okay? So make sure you stay tuned for those upcoming back to school videos. Thank you so much for watching and just hanging out with a certified yapper like myself. I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Bye.